You're now tuned in to The Investor Show, where we teach simple wealth creation for the common investors with investment advisor, award-winning author, international speaker, and founder of Royal Financial Investment Group, Prince Dykes.
Once again, guys, this is The Investor Show. As always, this is your host, Prince Dykes, coming live from Denver, Colorado. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, comment, share button, all the other goofy stuff like that. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I appreciate the tremendous support we have been getting around the globe. Everybody has been downloading. Tell your friends and stuff like that if you like the content. If you got a question or anything like that, you guys know to hit me up at askprince@royalfinancials.com. And it's in the description box as well. Don't forget to, hit the subscribe button we on iTunes, Google Play, all that stuff like that. And when your friends are not looking, unlock their phone and hit the subscribe button as well. But anyway, guys, as always, I don't have a lot of time, and I definitely know you guys don't have a lot of time, so we're going to jump straight into it.
What up, what up? It's your boy Vigo Sachi. This is The Investor Show, and you're checking in with the investor genius, Prince Dykes. Let's get it.
As you guys probably can see in the description box, got an NFL athlete on the line that wants to become the mayor of his hometown. NFL athlete to mayor. That's a pretty, pretty interesting pass right there. But we want to hear about, we're going to get to know more about Mr. Mike Willis and things like that. We have him live here on the line. Right now, Mike, where you at right now? I forgot to ask you that. Phoenix?
I'm in Arizona. I'm in Tempe, Arizona.
Okay, all right. So he's out there in Arizona right now. So for the people that's tuning in that want to know a little bit more about you, who is Mr. Mike Willis?
So my name is Mike Willie. I'm from Compton, California.
My bad, Willie. I'm from Willis. Willie. There you go. Got it. Yeah, okay.
Willie, Willis, William, same difference, the same thing. It's all good. But so I'm Mike Willie. I'm from Compton, California. About 27 years old, just turned 27, birthday June 17th. Want me to start with a good introduction, or you want me to get into it?
Just give people a little background, because you're from Compton, right?
Yes, sir.
So what is a kid from Compton? How'd you make it to the NFL? Let's start there.
Man, that's probably one of the greatest questions, because the whole trick to the trade was just believing in the vision. So growing up in Compton, you got all these obstacles in the way, but I can't really say I had control over, the motion I was going, because my mom had full control over that. She put me in football. She found out I was energetic. I was, getting in my little troubles, but not too much trouble. So she put me in football. I got into football, and that kind of controlled my actions. So she used that as a pedestal, keep me in the right lane. So if anything, I'll give it to my mom to kind of tighten me up and then put me on a good structure to keep me on the path to, get to where I made it to. So coming up in Compton, you'll be distracted and walking off track. But I could say my mom put me on punishment every day, through my whole childhood, kind of kept me on track and kept me kind of locked into the focus, really. So.
Okay. Now, shouts out to your mom. Good job. Because not a lot of people come, I think I rode by Compton. No, I never been in Compton. I think I was on the Interstate 5 and it said Compton that way. I think that's the closest I ever got to Compton. But I kept it pushing. I had no business there. I didn't know nobody there. I just, I'm like, hey, I saw boys in the hood. I want no part of that. But now,
oh, man.
So your first team, you signed with the San Diego Chargers. How was that feeling signing with the San Diego Chargers?
Man, it was a blessing. I couldn't have been more happy because I was reaching my goal, but I really wasn't satisfied because my goal was to be the Steve Smith, the Antonio Gates, and the Malcolm Floyds, and Antonio Brown. So I was happy, but I was still on the grind and locked in because I still was not even there yet because I still had to put in the work. So I was happy, but I was more nervous and prepared to show off and build myself and learn from what I had coming to me. So, but to make it to that point in life, it was just like, dang, I'm really here. As I look at it now, but when you're in the moment, you kind of don't really feel that moment. So But when I look back at it now, man, that's kind of one of the greatest feelings ever. Just dreaming of a situation, and then when you look up, you in that situation, and that dream is kind of real. So I would say that was kind of life changing because then it put every other goal that I had in mind and put it on a even playing field with getting to the NFL. So I knew the efforts to achieve that goal. So I knew if I wanted to go to be a scientist, I knew I had to at least press the issue. I know if I wanted to run for mayor, I know I had to press the issue with 100% efforts towards that goal. So for sure that sparked some things in my brain, to let me know that I can't finish on major projects, finishing on a major workload. So they kind of changed everything and made everything real and not vision plus proper action equals success, and vision minus proper action equals hallucination. And just to know that I wasn't hallucination and I was putting in the proper action, that made a tremendous, change in my life, knowing that I can do what I wanted to do. So going to NFL, it sparked everything, and it was a great feeling. And meeting Antonio Gates for the first time, and Phillip Rivers, and Norv Turner, and just being around that, and Vincent Brown. Oh man, it was crazy environment.
Now, out of all the people you met in the NFL, was there anybody that got you starstruck?
Yeah.
That one person that you looked at that you was kind of like, you almost went in the groupie mode a little bit. Tell the truth, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, my dog, Steve Smith, big bro Steve Smith, man, he crazy. I watched him growing up, and he was just my type of guy. Who he's from the same city I'm from. He's from the West Coast. I'm Compton. He right down the way. He over there in Gardena, around there. So when I went to Baltimore, I got blessed to have my locker room right next to his. My locker was right next to his, and he big bro me, and I was just there to soak up all the information. I was just there like, damn, this is Steve Smith. Like, we over here chopping it up. We over here. He telling me all the tricks to the trade right now. He's showing me, how to make it happen. So being around him, it was just I was just more quiet and more just looking at him because he was a beast. Oh man, shoot. I could say from anybody in Compton that's coming up that's decent. Huh?
He was a little older. He was a little bit older too in Baltimore, so he still had the juice.
Yeah, still had the juice. Well, I haven't seen this dude. I'm over here watching him on the sideline. Like, damn, this dude really make plays. Like, this dude is the animal, and that's why I looked up to him. So starstruck. I wasn't starstruck, but I was OG struck. Like, when OG around, you just be quiet and you pay attention, because he got a lot to teach you. And that's exactly what I got out of Steve Smith. And he showed support. He looked out for my Willie Works Foundation. He gave me some money to get everything going and help get everything moving with the summer camp at Tucker Park in Compton, California. We had the mathematics program. We had the business management, money technique, writing workshop. He helped support that, and that's what big brothers do. And I didn't know him until I went to Baltimore, and we built a good connection. And it was, that's what big brothers do. And besides that, I would say Steve Smith. And I could put Antonio Gates in there too. First time I got to San Diego, we were about to run our first gashers. I ran over Antonio Gates like, "Hey, Antonio Gates, what's up? I'm Mike Willie. It's crazy meeting you right now. Man, it's crazy being right next to you. But I'm about to go get it, trying to get like you." And he just smiled, said, "All right, bro." He welcomed me in, and I just ran off. They ran my gashes, and was dead by the end of practice.
Wow, that's nice. My big starstruck moment was going to an NFL game.
Oh man,
that was it. But you talk about playing with the guys, hanging out with them, all that stuff like that. That's crazy. I'm even honored to have someone like you on the line right now here on the podcast, to meet NFL guys. Because, I'm the guy, I didn't have no athletic ability. So I just, I was the one who was just watching on TV and stuff like that, have a little fantasy league. That's about it. Now, with this being said, you get into the league and you meet people. What is one of the biggest misconceptions that you think that people see the NFL? Or what's one of those things that you was like, man, I thought it was going to be like this, but it's actually like this? Did you have any of those moments?
Yeah, I thought it would be kind of, you walk, if you're the man in college, you're the man. I hear the rumors that you you kind of everybody the same talent when you go to that next level, but it's different when you get in that arena and everybody they're pretty sharp, and you sharp yourself, and every other tool is sharp too. So when you get to that arena, everybody got something to offer in different ways, and basically you got to just stick to your script and sharpen your tools in your shed. Because once you start focusing on somebody else's tools, that's when you kind of get left behind and you get lost in the shuffle. So just understanding that, you can be the sharpest in the shed if you work to get it, but coming into the situation, you are going to see some matches and some people that's moving and got their values parallel to their actions. So understanding that was a perfect deal.
Okay, so because in college you're like the man, big man on campus. Then you go to the NFL, then people are just like just as fast as you. They're just as they're just as sharp or sharper, and you kind of like is that a big pill to swallow?
Yeah, it's a big pill to swallow when you in practice and you get in only 3 plays in practice, and you're used to getting 30. Getting 10 plays and only 2 balls thrown at you. You're used to getting all the balls. So it's definitely a change in environment.
Okay. Now, what are you saying right now with the NFL? Are you consider yourself done with it? Free agent? Where you at now?
Right now I'm a free agent. Working hard, waiting to get picked up by another team. Besides that, I'm here finishing my degree, putting in the efforts to get my degree so I can make this run when it's time to win this mayor run after Asia Brown, after doing a wonderful job in Compton. I would love to come in after her and, um, just make and pick up where she left off. But besides that, just working out and waiting for my shot in the NFL. And then I've been interning over here while I'm finishing my degree. I'm interning with a Scholar Ballers program, going to the different high schools every Monday and talking to the different freshmen and sophomores and juniors and seniors, giving them the curriculum of, that vision plus proper action equaling success, and giving them, that motivation to make it through and, connect with the right friends and build the right team so they could make the right movements and go to college and succeed. But besides that, I am about to intern with Herm Edwards, our new head coach, OG in the game, a guru in the game. So hopefully that all falls through, and I'll be right there interning and learning right from him, and being able to connect and kind of just show him how to because I was here at ASU before he was here, and kind of just give him the youth perspective of how ASU goes and connect with the youth and connect with him and just do the whole thing to help the program move to the next level.
Okay. You mentioned something very interesting there. You said you're a free agent right now, but you want to become the mayor in 2020. What made you decide you want to become the mayor of Compton?
The thing that made me want to do that was because I know the mayor position is about connections. I know it's about loyalty. I know it's about being the right person with the plan and the energy to make stuff happen and get everybody else to want to make stuff happen and make stuff happen. And I feel like I have what it takes to move in the right direction and bring these connections to the city and make stuff brand new and get everything we need to help our inner city kids and help our inner city youth. While I'm in school, I'm doing a lot of my papers is on inner city development, just different type of critcom and critical. It's just in depth on learning how to bring a city together and build a city. And I made it to the NFL. I know it was hard. I did it off of me believing in just myself and what I wanted to do. And I'm sincere to that situation. I love my people. I love my family. I love, my brothers and my sisters. And I know I can do the job. If I can make it to the NFL, I know I can go through with a plan, with a team of people, with a city council, with a city to get information from and just put together a plan and go with it. That's easy to do. If I can sit here and, be in a playbook and have all these different adjustments off of a defense movements, man, it can't be that hard. But just with the right team, I just know that I know I can bring these connections and bring some information that I got to put it in the loop to make things grow and grow because Compton is a beautiful city. I have a lot of strong people that come out of it.
Got it. Okay. That's I have to commend you on taking that step to really make a difference and to really make a change, because that's a tremendous story. A little kid coming from Compton, making it to the NFL to becoming the mayor of Compton himself. That's you're still a young man. You're only 27, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're only 27 years old and you're making some great strides. So I got to take my hat off and give you a round of applause for that. For taking that drive to become the mayor of your city. Now, this is my question, right? Now, say you're getting ready to go for 2020, and let's say in 2019, you get a phone call from the NFL. What are you going to do?
Yeah, 2019. That's a long time away, and I know that kind of would be because I'm 27. I know they wouldn't want me that late. If anything, I would hope that they would want me right now in my prime. I'm 27. I'm perfect for the situation, developing as a young man and a professional. I understand the situation, so I would hope they would take me now because, in 2029, I would hope to be just locked into the coaching and, just locked in to learn under Herm and, building my thing for the, for my mayor run. But besides that, I'll go back.
Say if they gave you the call now. Say if they gave you the call right now. And, you had to play for, maybe 2-3 years, something like that. Which one are you going to choose? Are you going to take the mayor election or do you want to stay with the NFL? Or can you do both? I don't know.
Yeah, because I know, I don't know if I don't want to be quoted on this, but if the mayor is a half-time, if it's a part-time job, then most definitely I can do duties I can work something out. But besides that, I would try to do both at the same time because that's what my granny taught me. I never limit myself, so that would be my answer: to do both at the same time. But I don't know if it equally is, if that information is correct. But if not, then I'll sit down with the team and we'll have to talk some serious business because the NFL is here to help the people, and mayor job is here to help the people, and the NFL supports that. So if I did have a conversation with the NFL, it's like, oh, this is a good way to go because we can, create this system and, put different schools and, just create this whole system that the NFL could help by me branching off and then, start an NFL on the education side. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave the NFL. I would just hope we had a conversation to spark this situation that can, balance both sides because I do want to help the people, and that's what the NFL is creating. People that entertain the people, help the people. We entertain them, we keep them happy. When we score them touchdowns and dancing, they're happy because we're doing that.
Mm-hmm. So, now the thing is, you've been in the NFL and being with the Chargers and the Ravens. That means that you made some money, right? Now, when you got your check, what is the first thing Mike Willie bought?
First thing Mike Willie bought, for sure went to get me. He good. Went to eat me some food and I bought me some clothes and I got me a spot. I didn't. The first thing I got, I didn't buy it. I did rent it because I didn't understand what was going on yet. But I got to that point. We got some land that's out on Lancaster, and I got some other land. So I got about 3 plots of land. But with my first checks, I kind of just lived life and enjoyed my moments, had my connections, started my nonprofit. Showed I was saved it for a little bit. Just kind of living the moment. Wasn't really too many plans. I really didn't have too many plans. I was 21. But I did start my nonprofit when I first got my check. Most of the things I was just kind of relaxing, enjoying the moments.
Okay. Now I'm glad to hear that you at least bought some land. that you brought some property or something like that, something of some form of investing or whatnot, because we are a financial literacy show as well, and we like to hone in on that. So we see a lot of stories of athletes that mess up a lot of money that a lot of us don't probably won't see in our lifetime. So that's great that you went out and brought some land and stuff like that. Now going forward, what advice would you give to someone who's younger that was in your position when they was at Arizona State getting ready to sign with the team, or maybe getting drafted, or a high school kid or a middle school kid who has that dream and aspirations to one day make it to the NFL? What would you tell them?
To the person, to the kid that's, goal is make it to the NFL and be successful and be this vision that they have in their mind, I would say believe in your vision and make that your number one value, and only do things that make the way to your value successful. The parallel connection got to be strong and 100% efforts towards your value. That's where you can make it easy. If you start sidetracking and using your energy to do stuff not towards your value, that's when you lose track, and then that's when you kind of fall back and your goal gets farther away and it makes it harder. So what I would say to the kid that's trying to make the NFL, keep your values the number one goal, because that's what the effort's going to go into. Don't make nothing more important than your value. And if your value is NFL, then that's what you're going to go get, because you're not going to do nothing that gets in the way of that. So what I will tell the kid over and over and over again, make your value your number one choice. Make that your value everything. Make that more important than calling your mama, even though it's not. You got to want to go get it. You got to go get it. You got to bring out these extra energy that it takes to go get it. Because you can get lazy, but if you make that value your number one, number one thing in your life, then it's gonna be on your mind all day. You're gonna dream about it. You're gonna sleep about it. You're gonna wake up and daydream about it. So yeah, that's what I would tell them. I'll tell them, keep your value your number one goal, and you'll be good and you'll go at it.
All right, y'all heard that. He said keep your values number one goal. That's coming directly from an NFL athlete. I'm nowhere near close to the NFL, but it's a lot of kids out there that look up to you guys. That see you guys, and one day they want to make it there. They want all the glitz and the glamour, and that's great that they get to hear from and see someone like yourself. Now, I got to ask a question, right? With the NFL and things like that, and going forward, what is Mike Willie investing in?
Mike Willie is investing in the community, investing in the people of the city. Besides that, I'll be investing in my farming land. Got some agriculture projects. I got some livestock projects with some cattle, some horses. Got a lot of horses in Compton with the Junior Posse. They do a great job over there with my family over there. Junior Posse run a great program for the kids. So we'll be duplicating that process, with the horses. But besides that, all my efforts is going into the community. If I can get to every juvenile delinquent center in the United States, every middle school, every elementary, every inner city, to put a community development program to, help these inner cities get back on track to create these funds for these different educational programs, the inner cities with the, not that many computers or not that many of the teachers, to get a program together where we can start gathering that stuff for the cities. It's a big project, but I'm dedicated, all my purposes and my values is the community. So I'm doing this for the community. So I want, I want to change the communities, not one community, not Compton only. There's other different inner cities that have the same problems, but I want it to be a effect after we can get it going in Compton. With all these creative minds, every city can get it going. With these problems, we can create these community maintenance programs that give jobs and just different distractions than having guns and drugs on the streets. Talking about these community maintenance programs, getting them clean the streets. We can get these different counseling programs. We can get different math study programs and science programs. We can get so many programs going. We just got to get the right teams working and the right people, in line for it. But besides that, that's what I'm investing in. I'm investing my money, my time, with the youth, with the people. with the people.
Awesome. That's great. That's pretty cool. That to hear you say livestock and agriculture, and that you're investing in agriculture, that you're interested in agriculture. That's very unique, and that's something that we don't hear a lot. So I take my hat off to you for that. And you may spark a whole other culture of people that may want to get into livestock. Myself, I have never invested into livestock. I don't know enough about livestock itself, but that's a cool aspect too. To hear, NFL athlete, putting his money into, livestock and property and things like that. Very, very cool. So the next thing I wanted to ask you is like, now you're going to, what's going to be the next step for Willie? I know you're in college right now, right? You're free agent NFL. You're in
Yes.
college. You're NFL, free agent NFL right now. What's going to be the next step? Are you going to prepare for the NFL? Are you going to start the mayor? Which one are you going to
I'm
put?
I'm
What's
preparing
the
for the
next step for
NFL.
Willie? Okay.
I'm full go NFL right now. I'm full go NFL. I love to get picked up by a team so they can, spark this. I would love to play for the Chargers. Man, that would be dope playing for Wiz, or going to the Rams or going to any team. Period, just to show my skills and get this message across with the NFL. Right behind me. Even though they got me now, even though I'm a free agent, they still have my back. But just being on the team and having, uh, another nice team behind me, and me talking to the kids and going to these different schools and juvenile delinquent centers. That all ties in because they listen more when they got a NFL player in their presence. They listen. They change right away. I've seen it. Once I tell the kids I'm an NFL player, they're locked in. Their ears open up. They're receiving all information. So me getting on any NFL team right now because I'm gonna work hard. I know the efforts it takes, but I know the community needs us. I'm a team working player, a leader. So for sure, I'm working hard for the NFL right now. But most definitely, on the front of my mind, not the back of my mind, is the people and me creating different ways to help the people and make things move smoothly or get better, throughout the years.
Okay. Because I hope you come to the Denver Broncos. Because I'm out here in Denver.
Man,
So
I love Denver.
it,
I love Denver.
exactly, coming out to the Denver Broncos, and so I can have you in studio. But
Yes,
but that's
Brock.
cool.
Oh,
Because the
I'm sorry
Broncos
about
they need a
that.
whole lot. They need a whole lot of help right now. So
Yeah,
we
my
got a
boy Brock
couple.
Dodge is over there doing his thing.
Say
Love
again.
Brock. I said I love Brock. That's over there. Osweiler.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's my guy.
Okay. Now, listening, sitting back, what is there anything that you want people to take away from this? Or is there anything you want to leave with the people? We spoke about your coming from Compton, going into uh, college, signing with the Chargers, from getting into the NFL to how you investing to playing with the Ravens and becoming an NFL free agent, and then having 2020 Mayor of Compton on your mind, but at the same time you're trying to say, hey, well, right now I'm young, I got talent, I'm working hard, I'm a free agent, I'll be good for a team right now, but also I'm keeping it on my mind that I want to become a man. You're about the people. Is there anything else that you want to leave with the people out there?
Yeah, what I would just leave with the people that it's not about me. I'm just here to give the message that was through the journey. And all I would say is, and what I would leave with the people is just live every day, be happy, take the energy that you're happy with and use that towards doing what that doing what makes you happy. Be happy. Don't let nobody take that from you. And if they try to take that from you, fight it off. And it's all right to be sad. It's all right to hurt. But just know that everything's in divine order. And if you're good to the universe will be good to you. So you treat the people around you that come in encounter with you with respect and love. The universe will bless you with that same energy. And most definitely, divine order will have you set every time. So if you show that good energy to the people around you, acts of kindness, treating people with their respect, that same energy will come back to you no matter what. Most definitely.
Awesome, awesome. Treat people how you want to be treated, and the energy that you put out is the energy that you're going to attract. So, that's very good, advice for you. Advice for anybody out there that's listening and they hear from you. And I know you were saying, Mike Willie, that you're saying, hey, man, if I could get into NFL, a lot of kids are listening, but you have a lot of influence right now because how many people are walking around that ever picked up a football that ever said that they ever made it to the NFL? It's less than 1% of the population. Or less than 1% of people that ever picked up a football and said, hey, I ever caught a pass, did anything or ever got paid to play this sport. It's not that many people that can say it. So just the simple fact that you made it to that point, you have a lot of influence. If you never played for another down or got drafted by another team, you still got the respect of everybody out there because, look at these coaches and look at these other people. How many ever made it to the elite level of what they're doing? So it's a lot of people that pick up the football. It's a lot of people that run it. I'm just giving you my outside personal opinion, but it's not that many people that would ever play for a team. So I take my hat off to you for that, for making it. I know you're still a young man and you still got a bright future in front of you, whether it's with the NFL or whether it's doing with politics back in your hometown of Compton. And I appreciate you for coming on and taking the time out your day. And if there's anything that I can do or Investor Show or anything that we can do, just definitely let us know. We're on one phone call, text, email, all that good stuff away. And, I wish you the best on your future endeavors as well. Is there anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
I want to thank you for having me on the show. And I appreciate it. I will come back anytime. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mike Willie, for stopping by.
All right. Thank you. I'll talk to you.
All right. We close out here real quick. As always, guys, this is the Investor Show. This is your host, Prince Dykes. I'm your host, the Prince of Investing. And this is Mr. Mike Willie, NFL athlete. We'll probably see him on, hopefully we get to see him on another Sunday. If not, we'll see him in Compton, being the mayor in 2020. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace. Be safe. I'm out. And thank you.
You're now tuned in to The Investor Show, where we teach simple wealth creation for the common investors with investment advisor, award-winning author, international speaker, and founder of Royal Financial Investment Group, Prince Dykes.